Hello everyone, and welcome to Tournament 16 of Irish Warrior. In the last tournament, we saw 6 competitors get by Stage 1, an incredible Stage 2 in which a record 5 competitors got to Stage 3, and more so, Fireball became the first competitor to defeat the Giga Cliffhanger, unfortunately going down at the castle wall. What's going to happen today with 50 more competitors? We're about to find out. The first stage has had a few changes since last time, all beginning with the first obstacle, the Mystic Timbers. 4 trees that you have to jump your way across. The first 2 are on an angle, so you have to be very precise, and the second 2 have some roots that make the jumps a little tricky. And then it's the Donut Dash, only 3 donuts, but the dismount is definitely something to keep your eye on. It is a very big dismount. Competitors will have to hurry their way across that. Then they're onto the Diamondback, always tricky. Jump your way across the 3 diamonds. And then you're on to the Baby Dragon. This obstacle has been slightly nerfed. The trampoline jump is the same. However, the track has been decreased in angle. It is now a 4-degree angle instead of a 5, and the dismount has also been made slightly easier. The rest of the stage show is exactly the same as last time, all beginning with the buoy tilt. 3 buoys, get your way across, get onto that final pole, and then get ready for the pipe vault. Big mount onto the pole, then it falls forward and you jump onto that second pole, and make your way onto the escape wall. We watched Sonic fans struggle with this obstacle. In fact, he timed out and became the first competitor to ever fail this obstacle in the last tournament. Definitely a tricky obstacle with the pressure on, and then you're onto the swivel swing, make that trampoline jump, 3 swivel swings, and then that legendary dismount. And if you make it to the end in a minute 50, you're on to stage 2. 5 seconds more than last time, mainly due to the time variance here on this first obstacle as Monkey Boy gets us underway here in Tournament 16, and he almost came up short, but he is through the Mystic Timbers onto the Donut Dash and speeding his way along, going for that dismount, and no, he didn't jump late enough, he didn't get high enough up on that donut, and he is out. But now, from a Monkey Boy to a Duck Gamer 1976, he did not get a very good jump there off that second tree to the third, and he is out on the Mystic Timbers. And now Yellow Ant 101. He has landed the first tree, but it appears he is just going for the stall tactic, trying to punch the tree over. Not sure if it works like that, but, bold strategy. And, he goes for a terrible jump. Trying to run off the bottom of the tree makes that jump way harder than it needs to be. And now we're on to Farther Metal 049. He is taking the cautious approach. Like I said, this first obstacle, you have the option to take it slow. That's why 5 seconds have been added to the time limit. He's taking it slow, but making it count, going for that dismount, just barely making it. And he is onto the Donut Dash, and he has jumped right in the middle of the first donut. That is not the technique. I can't even describe that. But now for fast forward of the day, Wa-O Sode got onto that second donut, and then it tipped back on him, and he could not control it. And then FaZe Kenijo made the first tree, got a terrible jump going for the second tree. Bookin' Girl landed the first tree, went for the stall tactic on the first tree, and then lined up the second one, and didn't sprint, and came up short. K9 Sing, wearing number 8, I don't know why, but he missed the jump from 1 to 2 as well. And then Penguin Man 4289. We had Monkey, Duck, and now a Penguin. And he also missed the jump from 1 to 2. Texas Chainsaw 44 got by the first obstacle and then went for the magical journey through the first hoop of the Donut Dash. Not that fun, but oh well. And then Gara the One Tail became the first jump failure of the day. And finally, we had Bohemian Rhapsody. Appears the DY got taken off, and I don't know. He didn't want to get a copyright claim from Queen. But he also jumped in the first hoop of the Donut Dash. So yeah, again, it's a tricky obstacle considering the fact that he can't even get onto the obstacle, some of these people. But now at number 13, Basic BTK. This is a friend of Joey Davis. Joey Davis has trained him well. We'll see how he does. Quickly through the first obstacle. That was well done. Going now for the Donut Dash. Hoping to be the first competitor through this. Going for that dismount. And coming up short. Just not a late enough jump. It is a big dismount and is really the trickiest part of that obstacle. Now past the turning 353. He lands that first jump, but he is struggling to get himself in position to go for the second. That's the thing, you gotta kind of get yourself to the right if, you know, you're not going for speed. It makes that jump a little bit trickier, but he is moving nicely through the rest of the obstacle and gets the dismount. And now he is onto the donut dash. He does not go into a magical journey through the hoop. And, oh no, he was going way too slow though. It's a speed obstacle, and he landed that second one and stopped, and it tipped right back and knocked him into the water. Now number 15, Real Good Kind. Landed that first jump and no sprint going for the second, not even close. Number 16, Metal and Madness. We are cruising along. He quickly jumped onto that right side. That saved him maybe a second or two. Probably the recommended technique, but he landed that fourth one on the left side. Took a second to get himself to the right and get through, and now he's on to the donut dash. And he's going for a side-to-side approach. This is interesting. Goes way too early, though, on the dismount. You really got to be on the edge of the hoop when you go for that dismount. And he did not do that. And now, oh my God, Crazy Kid 8336. What a terrible run. He literally landed the first tree and decided, I don't know, he was afraid of it, and he just backed himself off. But now the next animal competitor, oh dear God. Okay, Rainy Dragon, probably the worst of the animal competitors so far. He landed the first tree and just did a vault right off of it. Number 19, Ray Parada, 5822. He has done better than our last two competitors. Big accomplishment, but not by much. He's not gotten a very good jump off that second tree, going for the third. Number 20, Boss Castle, 77400. He's pausing on each tree. That is totally fine. Going quickly, though, off that fourth one for the dismount, and he's going for the donut dash. And he's also jumped in the middle of the first donut. I don't get that, but whatever. Olive, 3000, number 21. Oh, another competitor that did not sprint from the first tree to the second. That is a key of this obstacle. They are sprint jumps, and it appears some of these people are struggling with sprinting. But Barrage is not. He has beaten the first obstacle, and he's on to the second. And this one tips up, and then the third one tips side to side, and he learned that the hard way. He got caught in the middle, and that is no bueno. But he was the last newcomer. It's our first returning competitor, JT Savage, 89, and he has beaten his first obstacle in Irish Warrior history, filled with tombstones in turn 14. And he's moving smoothly through the donuts, going for the dismount, and he didn't jump late enough either. That is unfortunate, but now it's the top rando, the Chief, wearing number 24, his 7th appearance. It's hard to believe he's made that many appearances now. He's taking his time here. Oh my goodness, he barely made that jump onto the second tree and on the third. He is okay on the fourth, going quickly for the dismount, and he comes up short. He didn't get far enough to the right. I don't know, he really sprinted all that much. But now a competitor making their landmark 10th appearance. Where has the time gone? We all remember when Foamy was a newcomer, really, at this point. But Foamy's now making his 10th appearance on this course, hoping to finally beat the third obstacle for his first time on this course. First things first, it's the Mystic Timbers, and he gets through that. Now the donut dash. No one has beaten this yet. Foamy staying down that right side, going off the third. Look at how he moved to the left. Beautiful. That allowed him to get a much later jump than anyone else. He's the first competitor onto the Diamondback today. He lands low on that second one, but he is good. Going for the third. And he jumps too high and short, and he could not land that third diamond. And Foamy, unfortunately, still unable to get by the third obstacle in this course. Something that happens in his 11th appearance next time around. But, in any event, we are already halfway through the tournament, and now at number 26, Caden Bogard, whatever, formerly Glitchy Sucks and Caden H. But he's quickly through the first obstacle. Now going for these donuts, a little all over the place, but smoothly through 2 competitors in a row, getting through the donuts. Now Caden failed this obstacle in tournament 13. If he beats this would be a personal best. And oh, he's taking a very slow technique here. He was on that left side, went all the way over to the bottom of the right side, but he landed that jump, and he is the first competitor through Diamondback today. First competitor to try the newly nerfed Baby Dragon. He nails that tramp jump, though. That is the part that is as hard as ever. But again, this barrel will roll slower. He is all over the place. Barrel will roll slower, and the dismount is easier. But Caden is able to get through. Time is bad, 53 seconds, but Caden is onto the buoy tilt. And he's struggling there. He didn't get a whole lot of momentum. No, he kind of stopped himself in the middle of the buoy, and that makes it very hard to get the speed necessary to get to the second one. But still, a fantastic run. He got all the way to the fifth obstacle. That's, I believe, the farthest he's made it on any course that I know of. So, good to see in his young Halo jumping career. And now someone who has a very long Halo jumping career, Sane the Legend. Second appearance, first time here since Tournament 4. He made it all the way to the mountain cross. The course is obviously way different than it was then, and he is smoothly through 2 obstacles onto the Diamondback. I don't think there's an obstacle left on this course that he's ever attempted before. So, all new to Sane. Oh my goodness, he jumped too high there, but he got a little lucky. He got his feet up just enough to land that third diamond, going right for the baby dragon. Gets a little bit of a false bounce, but he is good, and he's rolling his way down. 72 seconds on the clock for Sane the Legend. And he gets a save jump and then was all over the place, but he regathers himself, and he is through. A minute left for the buoy tilt. Can he be the first to figure this out? Gets the jump on the second one. He didn't get it tilt. No, Sane. Oh, that's the thing with this obstacle. You got to be able to adjust, and Sane did not do that. Sane landed on the second one, expected it to tilt, and it didn't. He didn't change the game plan, unfortunately. Sane didn't help. But now we have the other competitor, the only other competitor who debuted in Tournament 4. It's Alpha Puma, back for his 9th appearance. Obviously, he had his big retirement deal in Tournament 10. Took 4 tournaments away and then decided, I guess I'm not retired anymore. But, yeah, he's back, and he's beating the first obstacle, going for the donuts. He failed the booby trap last time, so this would be big if he can get by this. And he just makes that dismount. Puma's already done better than last time and shoots at the first diamond of the Diamondback. He attempted this obstacle in Tournament 10 when it was the last obstacle he ever beat in his Irish Warrior career, so we thought, and then he came back. But he's through that again, and now his first venture with the baby dragon, Puma. Good trampoline jump, no sweat there. And now rolling his way down, he is, again, all over the place. Our competitors are kind of taking advantage of this newly nerfed obstacle. No sprint needed on that dismount, but he is good. 57 seconds going for the buoy tilt. Not a very late jump there, but he gets onto the second, going for the third. He is barely there. He is scraping by this obstacle, and he gets onto the pole. 45 seconds. Puma now onto the pipe vault. Very short run up, and that is a problem. You need a huge jump to get on that first pole, and Puma got a very short jump. Bit unfortunate there, but again, a substantial improvement compared to how he did last tournament, so well done, Puma. Now, number 29, we have Demigods. Demi's been definitely a mixed bag in this tournament. He's failed each of the first 4 obstacles in the last 4 tournaments. And now Demi quickly making his way across these Mystic Timbers. No sprint on the dismount! No! Demi is out on the first obstacle today. Oh, he just didn't get a sprint. He landed on that right side on the 4th tree. No sprint going for the dismount. And Deej, his second time failing the first obstacle in this era and in his Irish Warrior career. That is unfortunate, but hopefully Deej can bounce back next time. As we're on to number 30, Soul Reaper 1025. He unfortunately took a step back in the last tournament, failed the Diamondback, failed the Baby Dragon 2 times before that. So I'm sure he's very happy to hear that the Baby Dragon has been nerfed and no one has had any issues with it so far. And as I said all that, he's smoothly through the first 2 obstacles and going for the diamonds. Soul gets that jump onto the 3rd very nicely, and he has beaten the obstacle that took him out in the last tournament, making his way up to the big one for him, the Baby Dragon. Soul lands that trampoline jump. It wasn't the cleanest I've ever seen, but he's good. Now the roll down, keeping himself under control. Save jump. One more save jump. Goes to the dismount, and Soul has beaten his nemesis. 61 seconds left. He is onto the buoy tilt. Come on, Soul. You just watched Puma beat this. And he is onto the third, going for the dismount, and he's good. 50 seconds left. He's going for the pipe vault. Soul lands the first pole barely. It's falling forward. He goes to the second one. It fell left. No. Soul couldn't control the pole. It fell left, and he jumped, I think, a little bit early. We're going to take one more look at it. Soul. What a great run. His best run, really, as far as percentage of stage beaten since he beat stage 1 in tournament 3. But as we saw, the pole fell left, and I just think he needed to adjust himself maybe a little further back on the pole and then gone for the dismount. He would have had a little bit lower, a little bit bigger jump. And again, good run for Soul, but it is disappointing. Soul had hopes of maybe getting to the solo swing this tournament, but now we have number 31, Snoz. He has beaten the Mystic Timbers, going right for the donut dash. One of our competitors very happy to see the booby trap gone, and he got through the donut dash, I think the best of anyone so far. But now this is the one he wants. He failed the Diamondback 2 tournaments in a row. So Snoz taking his time here, understandable, goes to that third one, and Snoz is there. But this is the dismount that he failed last time, and he gets it. Snoz threw the Diamondback for the first time since tournament 13, in which he beat this obstacle in that tournament. Snoz lands the trampoline jump, and now the roll down. 66 seconds, Snoz staying in control, gets a save jump. Oh my goodness, he's falling way back, second one, and he is okay. 58 seconds, he's onto the buoys. Snoz, good jump off that first one. Crouches, good jump off the second one, yep. Going for that dismount, Snoz comes up short. He didn't get a very late jump off that third buoy, and that is the toughest jump on the obstacle, that jump from the third buoy to the dismount. Unfortunate, but much better than he's done in the last couple tournaments. So good to see Snoz on an upward trajectory as we have number 32. It is Gotenks. Gotenks making his 13th appearance. Definitely been all across the board in this era. He is one of the few competitors that have actually attempted this obstacle, the donut dash, before. He attempted it and beat it as the 5th obstacle in tournament 12. He's now beaten it as the 2nd obstacle in tournament 16. And now Gotenks on the Diamondback. He has never failed this obstacle. Gotenks lands that second one, taking his time, going for the third, and he lands that, no problem. Setting himself up at the top. Not the fastest pace. We've definitely seen this from Gotenks in the past. He likes to take his time, give himself as good of a shot as possible to get as far as he can in the course. And Gotenks onto the Baby Dragon. And now, facing forward, rolling his way down. This is tricky because it's only going to get faster and faster, but Gotenks handling it very nicely. He rolled it super slow, just barely making that dismount. That's part of the reason why the dismount was made shorter, because the barrel will roll slower. So to try and compensate that, the dismount was made shorter, but he is going quickly across these buoys. He lands that third, going quickly for the pole. He barely survives. 40 seconds left. He's back to the pipe vault. Very short run up. Oh, I thought he was able to make it somehow, but as we've talked about, it's a huge jump onto the pole, and he just didn't get a very big run up. But with the clock ticking down, I wonder if that had anything to play with it. But now, number 33, Spartan Walnut 71. He's got a Sane looking in the water, sad or something. I feel bad for Sane. Don't be sad, Sane. But anyway, Spartan Walnut made his debut in the last tournament, failed the roll on the Baby Dragon, but thankfully that has been made easier this time. So Spartan Walnut rolling quickly and good through the donut dash. Again, we saw so many competitors in a row fail the first 2 obstacles, 24 in fact, and now we're seeing our top competitors really rise to the occasion and get through those obstacles with no problems. Oh, Walnut almost overshot that third diamond, but he is good going for that dismount. And now climbing his way up, and he is getting himself ready for the Baby Dragon. Walnut lands that trampoline jump, and with 66 seconds, he begins his roll down. He does not want to repeat what he did last time. Keeping himself under control for the time being. No save jumps, and he falls off the front. And for the second tournament running, Spartan Walnut comes off on the roll of the Baby Dragon. That is hugely disappointing. I thought he was going to get by that, but same result 2 times in a row. And now we have Spenny 37, who competed all the way back in tournament 7, made his grand return last time, and failed the buoy tilt. And Spenny almost overshot the second tree on the Mystic Timbers. Stopped on that 4th tree and took a little bit of time for the dismount. Perfectly fine. Like I said, you have room on the stage 1 to take your time in a few places. There's definitely a few stop gaps where you can definitely take your time. It's understandable. Spenny now got quickly through the donut dash, and now he is using that right side on the Diamondback. And Spenny goes to the dismount, and he is across. 76 seconds. He's going right for the baby dragon. And he is on. Someone was in the background there on stage 2. No idea why. I'm sure our world-class security team will remove him swiftly from the premises. But anyways, Killer, formerly known as, that's what he was formerly known as. He is through the baby dragon, now onto the buoys. He's seen some competitors struggle with this very high tilt, but Killer is able to get off of it. 50 seconds as he gets onto the 3rd. Now for this dismount, he watched Snaz fail it, but he will not. 45 seconds, he's onto the pipe vault. Big jump, and he lands the 1st pole. Can he get this 2nd jump? It took out Soul, but Killer lands it. 35 seconds left, he's onto the escape wall. Oh, he had a great run, but he's not up in 1. He was not able to get the prompt and give him the goose, and he's not up on his 2nd attempt. Killer burning the time that he had in hand, and now 4th attempt. He is not up again. Killer has blown it, it appears. He's up on his 5th attempt, but look at the time, 12 seconds. Can he land the sort of swing trampoline? Yes, he gets a chance to try this out, but it will be in vain. Killer with just no time in hand. He barely makes that 2nd one. He's trying to just move as fast as he can, but time has run out just as he lands that final swing. And, he fails the dismount to add insult to injury. But, Killer, a massively entertaining and brilliant run. A personal best for him, but we will not see him on the 2nd stage. Just because that is a call. 5 attempts is just far too many. But now, number 35, our first member of the Perfect Attendance Club, it is Bubba Ace. I talk about it every time, but he beat stage 1 back in tournament 3, one of the incredible moments in this show's history. Bubba hoping to rekindle that, get his 2nd ever stage 1 clear today. He's through the timbers with no problems. And now for the donut dash, he gets off to the left and good. He beats the food obstacle. Like I've talked about before on this show, Bubba loves his food obstacles, so he just beat the donuts there. So well done. And now he's on to the Diamondback. Some people have joked that these are Cheez-Its, but they're definitely not. They're diamonds. And Bubba gets through that dismount, and now onto the baby dragon. He has struggled with this obstacle in the past. He failed it in tournaments 13 and 14, finally beat it for the first time in tournament 15. Bubba keeping himself in the middle here, walking, facing forward. We saw this technique work for Gotenks, and it looks like with how he's handling it, he goes for a bit of an early dismount, but yes, he's handled it well as well. He's got 51 seconds. He's got the obstacle that he failed last time. The buoy tilt. He gets onto the 2nd one. Bubba lands the 3rd. Going for the dismount. Bubba lands it with no crouch. 40 seconds as he's going for the pipe vault. Bubba, no! I think he just landed a little bit too far back and to the right. He didn't get a perfectly straight run up. And a very good run. This is the best that Bubba's done in quite a few tournaments. But he is out on the pipe vault, one of many. It's taken quite a few competitors out so far. And now at number 36, we have Chumpy. In the early going, Chumpy was definitely one of our top competitors, but the last few tournaments have really not gone Chumpy's way. He's only beaten stage 1 in 1 out of the last 5 tournaments. Chumpy hoping for a bit of a return to form here, as he's through the timbers, going through these donuts, and gets a good dismount with that. You know, a lot of our competitors are landing on the side and then jumping off of the far front of the donut. Makes that dismount a little bit easier. Chumpy going quick here on the Diamondback. Not going for his usual crazy bonkers dismount. Right off the 3rd for the dismount. But well played to him, and he gets the false bounce he gets the false bounce double jump off of that trampoline. He's done that a couple times. He failed doing that in tournament 14, but he beat that off. So last time doing that, he gets a spring at the end of the baby dragon. Chumpy with a bit of a wild run here, but he's got a minute left as he goes for the buoys that took him out last time. He failed the dismount. Chumpy gets onto that 3rd buoy, going for that dismount yet again. Makes it with room to spare. 49 seconds. Chumpy lands the pole. If falling left. Come on. Falls forward, goes through the second one, and he gets it. 38 seconds. He's going for a walk and then going for the goose, and he's up. 34 seconds left. Chumpy has plenty of time in hand. Chumpy going for that trampoline jump, and he has made that. 27 seconds left. He's got plenty of time. If he can just make these jumps, he will be our first finisher. 20 seconds as he gets onto the third pole. He gets a huge push. My goodness, goes to the dismount, and he is there. And Chumpy is our first finisher of stage 1 today with 14.66 seconds left. And that has got to feel good. Chumpy has really been fighting the demons, not really just on this course, but on quite a few different courses lately. And Chumpy has punched his ticket back to stage 2 for just the second time since Tournament 10, so good to see. And now at number 37, we have RPG 445. Rago has really knocked on the door so many times at this point of beating stage 1. He's had so many good runs, and yet has only beaten stage 1 4 out of 13 appearances. So Rog hoping to get magic number 5 today. Again, that awesome run in Tournament 12 in which he beat stage 1 when he really wasn't expecting to do so. That he used in his Spartan Sasuke video, so, you know, that was fun. But now Rog making his way across these donuts. He beat those donuts in Tournament 12, and he's beaten them again in Tournament 16 in their grand return. Now for the Diamondback. Oh my, whoa, Rog, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, he was very indecisive there on what he wanted to do on that transfer. Yeah, he made it. He made the third, going for the dismount, and Rog is through that. Hopefully Rog won't need those few seconds that he burned by going back and forth on that first Diamondback. But he gets the trampoline on the baby dragon, and now rolling his way down. Rog looking pretty good, standing up, looking to the side, and he is in very good control. 57 seconds as he lands the platform, going for the buoys. Rog staying way back on that buoy. That is good to give yourself as much room to get the run up going to get to the third. Very nice. Going for the dismount, and Rog is there. 42 seconds. He has taken a second to line it up with his reticle, going for the pipe vault. He has failed this 2 tournaments in a row. He lands the first one, goes for the second, and Rog is there. For the first time since Tournament 13, Rog is onto the escape wall, but he misses his first attempt. That's okay. Reset, go for it again, and he's up in 2. 22 seconds left. This is not ideal time, but Rog definitely can still make this. 17 seconds. He gets a great push on that first swing. 13 seconds as he's making his way around on the second swing. No punches. He's got time in hand to make this if he can pull off his dismount. Rog, he's there. 3.49. Not the most time in the world, but Rog took advantage of those extra 5 seconds in this tournament. Really, other than that escape wall fail, a really good run, really good pace. And you will see Rog advance to stage 2 for the second time in this era. Very nice to see. But now we move on to someone searching for his first clear. Cobra has done really well on virtually every course except for this one. He is 0 for 7 on stage 1 on Irish Warrior. He is determined to get his first stage 1 cleared today. As he's moving swiftly across those timbers using the right side of that 4th tree, and now going for the donuts. Cobra. Oh, wow, he got a bit of a misstep there in that 3rd donut, but he is still okay. And now going for the diamonds. Lands very high on that second one, going right for the 3rd. He is good. Cobra moving at a rapid pace. We've seen Cobra on quite a few courses put up very fast stage 1 clear times. Just because he's a relatively new competitor to the scene does not mean he doesn't have the speed. I mean, Joey's pretty new, and he beat stage 1 with like the fastest time in every tournament, so I guess this is to be expected from the new generation. They're all fast jumpers. As Cobra gets through the baby dragon with no problems onto the buoy tilt, which took him out in its debut tournament in Tournament 14. He beat it last time though. Cobra lands that 3rd buoy, going for the dismount. This is the jump that took him out in 14. No problems today, but he failed the pipe vault twice in this era. He lands the first pole, falling down, going for the second, and he is there with no crouch. A beautiful jump. Cobra going for the escape wall, and he is into the mongoose. 37 seconds. Tons of time. This is his first time onto the solo swing since Tournament 10. He's faced this obstacle twice before, but never as the last obstacle. Can Cobra pull it off? He's got so much time, 25 seconds for this final jump. Cobra goes for it, and he's made it, and he's, oh, that's unfortunate. He could have had an insane fast time. He might have even been able to sneak 20 seconds. But regardless, 18.48 seconds left. I guess Cobra wanted to take out some frustration of 7 previous fails on that landing platform, because Cobra is moving on to stage 2 for his first time. And that is 3 clears in a row. Very nice to see our early competitors really stepping up to bat. You know, in comparison to normal, we've had a bunch of tournaments in a row where only about the last 10 competitors have done well. But now we have number 39, Super Ninja Jake 2. He had a really good run in the last tournament, got all the way to the swivel swing, but failed what has been dubbed in the past, as well as last tournament, as the Brit Killer. It took out Jake, took out Cyrus, and it took out Strafe Helix in the last tournament. Jake barely making that last jump off the donuts, going for the Diamondback. Jake has had some decent runs on this course, but just like Cobra, has not beaten stage 1 in this course. He's really hoping today is the day. He's going for the Baby Dragon. Bit of an early jump on front, but he is good. He is on, rolling his way down. Keeping himself under pretty good control. 70 seconds left. Gets a save jump. Second one, third one. That is perfectly fine. He is through. 62 seconds left, and he is on to the buoy tilt. He beat this obstacle in the last tournament. Pretty impressive that he beat this obstacle in his first tournament last time, attempting it. And he's done it again. He's onto the pipe vault. This took him out in tournament 13. Come on, Jake. He lands that first pole, no problem. Falling forward, he goes to the second one, and he comes up short. Jake down on the pipe vault for the second time in 3 attempts at it. Jake had a really good run to that point, but as we can see, he landed right at the back of that pole, barely landed it, and he's almost on the left side of the pole, which pushes it to the right. It kind of spun out on him, and he couldn't land that jump onto the final pole. Definitely unfortunate, because he had the time to clear if he could the escape wall in 1, but that stage 1 clear will have to wait for another day for Super Ninja Jake 2. As we now have number 40, Tricky Cyrus, making his 11th appearance. He is over 10 in stage 1, just like our last 2 competitors. Really desperate to beat stage 1 this time around. He's done so well on virtually every course besides this one. Cyrus hoping today is the day on Irishware, as he is smoothly through the first 2 obstacles, and now going for the Diamondback. Again, Cyrus was running really low on time, mainly because of this obstacle last tournament, and then failed the trampoline jump on the swivel swing, going a little bit faster, not much, but Cyrus hoping to take advantage of those extra 5 seconds added to the time limit this time, as he goes for the Baby Dragon, and he lands the tramp jump. Well done, Cyrus. 68 seconds left as he is moving his way down. Keeping control, he gets a save jump. He will take a second one, almost fall too far forward, but he is good. Probably didn't need that second stage jump. Probably could have gone right for the dismount. Barely landed that first buoy. That could have been problematic, but he gets the jump to the second, as well as the third, going for the dismount, and he is there. 44 seconds as he's going right for the pipe vault. This is a risky strat, but he lands it. It's falling left, keeping it under control, goes to the second one. He has avenged Super Ninja Jake right before him, and he is onto the escape wall and up in 1. Look at the time now, 30 seconds left. Tricky Cyrus going for the swivel swing, and he is onto it. 22 seconds. Come on, Cyrus. Is this the day? He is onto the second swing. He's punching hard, trying to get the momentum to get to the third, and now 10 seconds. Cyrus going for the dismount. He is there, and another competitor punches their ticket to stage 2 for their first time. It is Tricky Cyrus. 7.41 seconds left. That is awesome to see. 2 competitors beating stage 1 for their first time in this tournament. I will say that he will be the last, because everyone left to go has beaten stage 1 before. But look at that. In comparison to usual, where we get to this point and we have no clears, or maybe like 1 clear, we're already at 4 clears of the first 40, and we still have a bunch of top competitors to go. Beginning with this man, number 41, Flameosaurus. He has definitely been a bit inconsistent on this course. He has really been all over the place with his results if you just look at the side of the screen. Just a complete multitude of results. But Flame definitely hoping to beat Stage 1 today. He's beaten Stage 1 twice in this era in tournaments 12 and 14, so maybe he's just trying to clear in all the even-numbered tournaments of Era 3. Who knows? But Flame smoothly through the first 2 obstacles, and now going for the diamonds. And he's taking his time a little bit here, walking his way up. Almost fell too low on that 3rd diamond, but he is good. He gets that dismount. And now Flame going right for the baby dragon. Flame lands it. 73 seconds left. And he is standing up, facing towards the crowd here. In there. Oh, he is really all over the place all of a sudden. My goodness, he does that a lot. He just gives everyone a heart attack on that obstacle. Really scary stuff whenever he does the baby dragon. But he's through. 55 seconds. He's onto the buoys. Flame lands the 3rd, going for the dismount. He's there. This is the bogey obstacle for him. He has failed this obstacle 2 out of the last 3 tournaments. The pipe vault. He lands the first pipe, gets a huge push, and Flame makes it with ease. That was textbook. You would never guess that he would have had trouble with an obstacle in the past with how he did it, as well as the escape wall. Brilliant. 30 seconds. Flame with brilliant time. I can't believe I'm saying that about Flame. Flame's usually like one of our turtle competitors, but he is moving very fast. And he's onto the 3rd swing with 19 seconds left. Is Flame about to clear? Going for the dismount. And Flame is there as well. Another clear. Brilliant job by Flame, almost getting 15 seconds, but 14.96 is still really good for Flame. And he is punching someone, I'm not really sure who that is. I'm assuming it's Joey. It's in one of his 8 armors he's in for this tournament. So, yeah. But now we have number 42, Strafe. The Strafe has been nothing short of just incredibly unlucky in this tournament. Or really in this course. Because he has failed Stage 1 in 9 consecutive appearances. And 4 of them have come as swivel swing fails. 3 of the last 4 have been swivel swing fails, and they've been on the final jump. So Strafe hoping he has the technique down, and hoping he can finally punch his ticket to Stage 2 for the first time since Tournament 5. He's quickly through the first 2 obstacles, and now onto the Diamondback. He's been working with Hunter on that dismount, trying to get a better technique for it. So hopefully Hunter has taught him well. Hopefully he's learned his lesson from 3 heartbreaking defeats in quick succession. But Strafe onto the baby dragon. He failed his tramp in tournament 14, but he gets it today. And now rolling on down with 70 seconds on the clock. Strafe getting a safe jump and going for the dismount, and Strafe is good. 62 seconds. He is onto the buoys. Come on, Strafe, quickly going off the first one to the second one. Strafe moving with urgency. It's a little risky, but Strafe gets onto the pole. Almost got a bit of a weird jump, but he is up and now going for the pipe vault. 46 seconds. He lands the first pipe, going for the second. Nicely done. Strafe through the pipe vault again. 40 seconds. And up the escape wall. Here he is, back at the swivel swing. Is this the day? 31 seconds left. Strafe with a great push on that first pole. Now on the second one, get another good push, and now onto the 3rd one. This is it, the make or break. Strafe Helix goes for it, and he's done it! Can you believe it? He has avenged all the wrongdoings of recent tournaments. Strafe, for the first time since the end of 2020, November 2020, Strafe has beaten Stage 1. After 9 fails in a row, we will see him return to Stage 2. And more so, an interesting fact, Strafe, by being the 6th clear in this tournament, he has become the 100th ever Stage 1 clear on this course, just like on Smokey's course. He is the 100th Stage 1 clear. And as you can see, after multiple tournaments of him jumping too early or too late, he jumped at the perfect time, used the pole, and got to the buzzer. Congratulations, Strafe Helix. Way to go.
Okay, don't rush this jump.
Oh my. Do you know what just came up? I just cleared and it just says clear some space in my internal storage. But even my Xbox can't handle it. Oh my god.
Oh, it's about bloody time, lad.
Oh, thank god.
It appears Hunter unit did a bit of a Aborigines warrior there, where Hunter was like Canadian and British. Strafe finally clearing stage 1 has turned Hunter Irish apparently or something. I don't know. But anyways, Strafe, way to go! 100th ever stage 1 clear, and now we have someone hoping for some revenge for last time. Sonic at 193. He timed out at the escape wall last tournament, but otherwise he's been sensational in Era 3, having never cleared Stage 1 before this era, but he's beaten Stage 1 in 3 of the last 4 tournaments, hoping to clear yet again, and he's quickly through the timbers, going for the donuts, getting a late jump, and getting the dismount. Again, our top competitors are not finding too much trouble with those first 2 obstacles, and they're moving fast on it, which is affording them more time in the later stages of the course. I don't know if that's why we're seeing so many clears this early, but, it is what it is. As Sonic through the diamonds, going for the baby dragon, gets to jump onto it, and now rolling his way down. 73 seconds left as Sonic rolls his way down. We've seen 6 Stage 1 clears in each of the last 4 tournaments, and we're already at 6 Stage 1 clears, so Sonic could be the one to break the barrier here as he's onto the buoy tilt with a minute left. He gets on to the second buoy, going for the third. He's there, going for that dismount, and Sonic is through onto the pipe vault with 50 seconds. He lands the first pipe, falling forward, goes to the second one, and he is through the pipe vault in 5 consecutive tournaments. But now, it is the escape vault. He is taking extra time to set up, nothing wrong with that. And brilliant! He is up in 1 attempt today, 35 seconds left. Sonic now has all the time he could ask for the swivel swing, 30 seconds. He gets some good punches going here, and he's onto the third swing with 24 seconds left. He could be making a run at the top time. Sonic fan, oh my goodness, he did a Cobra. Strafe had 19 seconds left. He got shot out of the sky. That was brilliant. I think Pedro did that. But he could have had the top time, but he did a little crouchy nonsense before the buzzer. Very disappointing, I do have to say. He should be ashamed of himself, but he is, in fact, on to Stage 2. And now, this is the new tradition. Snaz testing the first jump, making sure it's sturdy, making sure the course is well maintained, as we now have number 44, Smokey Massacre. A bit of an up and down era for Smokey as well this time around. He's beaten Stage 1 twice. Got all the way to the cliffhanger in Tournament 14, however, last time shockingly came undone on the buoy tilt. But he's nicely through the first 2 obstacles today, going for the diamonds. Quick jump from 1 to 2, as well as 2 to 3. He's good, and going for that dismount. And he's made it with room to spare. Smokey moving at a very fast pace through the first 3 obstacles, going for the baby dragon jump, and he's on. And now rolling on down. Smokey standing up, looking forward. A few more competitors taking advantage of this technique with this obstacle being made easier. But Smokey, no problems, he is through. 62 seconds going for the buoys. This is the obstacle that took him out last time. A whole lot of tilt off that first one, but he is good. He is letting these buoys tilt a lot. It's a little scary, but Smokey is good. He has beaten the obstacle that took him out last time. Now for the pipe vault. He lands that first one, staying well back, gets a big jump, and just barely, no crouch, but he is through. And now taking a second and getting up the escape wall in 1. Now 33 seconds. Smokey gets a bit of a weird trampoline jump. He is onto the swivel swing, 26 seconds left. And getting some big punches, getting his way around. And Smokey now lining up this final dismount. And Smokey is there. 16.88 seconds left. Another very impressive time. He couldn't get the jump from the platform to the buzzer, so everyone will just stockpile on top of him. It appears Gotenks wanted to leave him some space, which is understandable. But, Smokey becomes the 8th clear of the tournament, and the floodgates could be open here. With 6 competitors to go, clear record is 10 on this course. We could see a new Stage 1 clear record if this pace keeps up. But now, number 45, El Booker Taco. He's had 2 really good tournaments in a row. He timed out in Tournament 14 by 14 hundredths of a second or something like that. It was less than 2/10 of a second. And then he got revenge in the last tournament and cleared stage 1. Failed the ball glider. He was the only stage 2 fail last time. But Booker trying to get back to stage 2 for the 3rd time in his career. And he is smoothly through 3 obstacles. Now going for the baby dragon. Landing that tramp jump, and now it's time to roll on down. He is also doing the look forward. Oh my goodness, early save jumps. This is a very scary technique. He's going for a multitude of save jumps, and it's cost him. Booker Taco, a huge disappointment. He is only the 2nd competitor today to fail the nerfed baby dragon. He's never had trouble in this obstacle before, but it's taken him out today. It appears he just panicked here. He was going for all these save jumps, and he just got a jump where he, in essence, was too far back, almost got pushed back and got a save jump vertically instead of with the pace. There it is. You see how far back he is. And it's so hard to push forward enough to recover and get back onto the barrel. And that's why save jumping can be problematic. If you go for that many save jumps, you're due to just mess up one and your tournament is over. And that's what's happened to Booker Taco. But now at number 46, it is Vaze. He is hoping to keep the streak alive today. He has cleared stage 1 in 8 tournaments in a row. Last time getting back to the cliffhanger, failing the first corner wrap. Which again, that jump has been first place in many tournaments, and it was 5th place in the last tournament, which shows how well our competitors did in stages 2 and 3 last time. Joey smoothly through 2 obstacles. Not only has Joey beaten stage 1 in 8 consecutive tournaments, he's had the fastest time in stage 1 in 8 consecutive tournaments. So I don't know what Joey cares about more of those two, the clears or the fastest time record, but either way, Joey moving very fast, going huge jump off the trampoline for the baby dragon. And now rolling on down, getting a save jump here. Second one, going for the dismount. And with room to spare, he is on to the buoy tilt. 64 seconds left. Joey, big jump from 1 to 2. A little bit of an early jump from 2 to 3, but he is there. Going for the dismount, and he's onto the pole. 53 seconds left. And now for the pipe vault. He's onto the first one. Falling forward, going for the second one. He is there. 46 seconds left, and he walks right into the escape wall and gets up in 1. 40 seconds for the swivel swing. This is back to the old school Joey Davis, just flying through this stage. Not a great punch there in that first swivel swing, but he gets a whole lot of momentum as he got a much better punch in that second swing and the third. Going for the dismount, Joey Davis. He has beaten the 25-second barrier, 25.32. And there we see him celebrating with all of his friends. They're all so happy for him. Of course, they're all imaginary. That's a little harsh. Sorry, Joe. I don't know. Should I be sorry? I digress. We're on to number 47, Hunter Unit 751. Hunter has had a great run of success on this course, but none more so than the last tournament, in which he got back to stage 3 for the first time since the first ever tournament. 14 tournaments in the making was the last tournament for Hunter. And not only that, he then got around the first corner wrap, finishing a tie for 3rd place with Weapon Mat. But now Hunter back to stage 1, and he's going a little bit of a crisscross approach here on the donuts, and it did not affect him. He is through that and on to the diamonds. 90 seconds. Hunter moving quickly here. Again, this time proving to not be super strict, so this might be good for Hunter to take his time in some elements if he needs to. And now, this is the baby dragon. This took him out in tournament 12. He's always had some fear of this obstacle, but he gets the tramp jump. Of course, it was the roll down that took him out back in tournament 12, right at the very end. Of course, this roll has been made easier. Hasn't stopped it from taking out Booker Taco and Spartan Walnut, but Hunter will not join that group, and he's onto the buoys with a minute left. Hunter, of course, failed this obstacle in tournament 14. Hunter getting good jumps here. Gets on that third, getting a lot of tilt, going for the dismount, and he is there. A bit of a high jump, but he is good. 47 seconds going for the pipe vault. Hunter lands that first pipe, stands up immediately, going for the second pipe. He is there. 39 seconds going for the escape wall. Brilliant technique, up in 1, and he's got so much more time than he's used to. 31 seconds for the swivel swing. Hunter lands that first one, punching his way around. Hunter can take his time if he needs to. He is definitely taking his time there. Look at how he just jumped from right to left, and he's taking his time again. Hunter, now into that third swing, 15 seconds left. Is he taking too much time, Hunter? Oh my goodness, he's waiting too long. No, Hunter! Hunter's blown it on the final jump. He strafed it. Strafe finally beats the final jump of stage 1, which Hunter helped him with, and then Hunter fails it. It's his first time failing the Soul Swings Tournament 6. That was his first ever stage 1 fail back in that tournament. But Hunter, he's so used to being under the gun at this point. He only beat stage 1 with under a second left in the last tournament. But then he got on this last swing and he just looked all out of whack. His punches were not very effective. And then he just waited far too long. He needed to jump there. And instead, he only started his run-up as it was already past the prime position. And, oh, Hunter, that's so disappointing. He was there. He was at the finish line. And just one mistake on that last jump and your run. And just like that. But now we move on to number 48, the Trillo Fan 4. Is used to being number 49, but he's taking a step back today. That's not to change his last few tournaments. He has made it to stage 3 in 6 consecutive tournaments. Setting a new record last time round, and now Petrillo Fan back to stage 1. He's got very high hopes for this tournament. He was very disappointed with his cliffhanger fail last time. He really wants to not only beat the cliffhanger, but get to the final stage. So first things first though, stage 1, he's through 2 obstacles with no problems. Petrillo with a perfect record here on the Era 3 stage 1. Petrillo going for the Chumpy quick dismount. My goodness, I guess Chumpy has abandoned it and Petrillo has adopted it for whatever reason. Petrillo moving very fast. He landed the barrel and got a punch to try and speed it up. Petrillo is hungry for a fast time, it appears. 3 save jumps, goes for it. He is ahead of Joey's pace at this point, believe it or not, with 66 seconds on the clock. Pedro going for the jump from 1 to 2. Quickly going for 2 to 3. He's good. Going for the dismount. And he is moving with urgency. He doesn't have to. Hopefully he's not being too reckless here. 53 seconds. He's onto the pipe. First one. Going for the second one. He is good. Pedro with 46 seconds left. And he is up the escape wall in 1. 41 seconds left. Pedro with 1 obstacle to go. Can he get Joey Davis for the fastest time? 35 seconds left. He makes the jump from 1 to 2. Pedro going from 2 to 3. He's good. Oh, he gets hung up on the last pole. Okay, just make that dismount. Don't worry about fastest time. He is good. Pedro's made it with 23.66 seconds left. Bit unfortunate to, get hung up on that last pole. I think that's really what just cost him the fastest time. And then he just missed the jump back from the platform back to the final pole. But Pedro is back to stage 2 yet again. And now at number 49, we have Weapon Matt. This might be a surprise to a bunch of you guys watching, but Matt not wearing the final runner position for the first time since Tournament 4, in which Fireball was the last runner. Fireball will run right after Matt following his incredible performance last time. Not to dampen Matt's performance from last time, in which he tied for 3rd. And he is smoothly through 2 obstacles there. And now Matt on to the diamonds. He's never had issues with this obstacle. Oh my, he fell way down there on that jump to the 3rd, but he is good. This is the only stage 1 obstacle he's ever failed. The Baby Dragon in Tournament 12 took him out on the tramp jump, but he's made it again. And now, the roll on down has been made easier. Matt keeping in control. The 2-time Grand Champion, the only ever Grand Champion on this course, and he did it twice. That's how good he is. He is through 4 obstacles onto the buoys. Matt gets a bit of an early jump from 1 to 2. He's good, though. Much better jump from 2 to 3. Going for the dismount, and he is good. 46 seconds. And he lands the pole. Going for the second pole. A bit of an ugly jump. He kind of floated in the air a little bit. That was a little close for comfort. He misses the first run at the escape wall, though. Matt misses a second attempt. He's putting himself in danger. He needs to get up here pretty soon. He misses a third attempt. He's burned up all the time he saved. Matt was moving so fast, but he gets up on his fourth attempt, 20 seconds. Matt needs to move fast through the swivel swing. We're not used to seeing Matt in this much time trouble here on stage 1, but this is it. 10 seconds, he's still got 2 jumps to go. He's now into the last swing, going for the final jump quickly. He is there. And Matt, a little scarier than he usually makes it. After last tournament, he had a self-described perfect stage 1 run. I would describe that as a very ugly, very non-pretty, very gross, but all those don't discount the fact that he has hit the stage 1 buzzer and is moving on to stage 2, and he has set the stage 1 clear record. We are at 11 stage 1 finishers as we move into the final competitor of stage 1, Fireball ZXZ. Again, as I said, Fireball was the last runner of stage 1 in tournament 4, and then Matt has held the throne of last runner ever since until today. But now Fireball trying to follow up that incredible bounce back run from last tournament, in which after 5 stage 1 fails in a row, he got all the way to stage 3, beat the cliffhanger, and failed the castle wall. And now Fireball moving fast through the diamonds. I guess why not when you're as confident as he is. And he is smoothly through onto the baby dragon. And now Fireball rolling on down, 72 seconds left. Doing these punches. This is how he failed this obstacle in tournament 12. He punched himself off onto the black poles, and that got him DQ'd. But no Dairy Queen today, and he is on to the buoys with a minute left. He is on to the second one. Going for the third, he had to wait a little bit, but that's good jump awareness to kind of see where that buoy is. It's going right for the pipe vault. 50 seconds. It falls way right when he lands on it. Goes to that second one. And well done there. He is good. 42 seconds. Takes a second to line up and get it in the mongoose. Another competitor with no issues on that escape wall. But again, it's a lot tougher than a lot of our competitors make it look. But now Fireball with 27 seconds is making his way through the swivel swing and gets onto the third. This is the dismount that took him out in tournament 13. Fireball running into the pole, going for the dismount, and he is there. 17.77. Another competitor misses the jump from the dismount platform to the swivel swing, but nothing wrong with that. Fireball has cleared stage 1, and he's become the 12th finisher, extending the new stage 1 clear record. And there we see the times really all across the board. Very impressive, and a very diverse field into stage 2. Amazingly, 25 competitors failed the first 2 obstacles. Really not a whole lot of damage on the back half of stage 1, except for the pipe vault. But now stage 2, it might look a little similar to last time. It all begins with the beam flipper. This obstacle was nerfed in the last tournament, but it's still tricky. Jump your way around all those poles and get yourself through and onto the salmon ladder. Again, there are scripts on each bar, each rung, so it activates the next bar. So you gotta make your way up the 6 rungs and get to the top and then get onto the ball glider. One of 3 obstacles to appear in every tournament. You gotta roll yourself on down, make that transfer, and then roll down the steeper second track. The 10 and 15 degree track await our 12 competitors remaining, but if they can get to that final platform of that obstacle, they're then onto the circle twist. This obstacle is not as difficult in recent tournaments as it was in Tournament 12, but it's still a challenge and a time waster for our entire field. And then you're onto the Pandora's box. Got to stick either side of that box with very narrow ledges, then get yourself to the pole, get yourself up to the super launch. Drive the mongoose off the ramp and land that small island. So much easier said than done, especially with the time ticking down and the pressure of a stage 3 bid potentially on the line. But even if you make it, you still got one challenge in your way, the supermarket. Make your way through those 8 aisles and hit that buzzer within 2 minutes, and you're on to stage 3.
You know, it's really nice to see a color other than blue on a stage for the first time in a really long time. Pretty happy to get back to stage 2. But with that being said, I'm pretty scared about this stage. All the obstacles on there give me like serious problems, and as a lot of American soldiers said before fighting the British, were
Well, it feels pretty good to get past stage 1 again. It's been a few tournaments, so I'm glad to be back on stage 2. The stage 2 has always been tough on your course in every single tournament you've done. I'm hoping to at least get past this obstacle behind me, the circle twist. If I do that, that'll be a personal best for me, so that's the big goal. It would be nice to get to stage 3, but we'll see what happens.
Well, other than that Rob's Herman 10 run, I feel like this is probably going to be one of the best moments I had in jumping, as in, like, I never felt like, I feel like I don't want to, like I'm going to still go from Smokey and say, like, I don't want to have a course where I feel like I'm not putting my best foot forward, but it's finally amazing to get to stage 2 on this course for the first time. As for stage 2, the front half really gets me a bit nervous, but if I can get through that in a fast pace, I feel like I can get to stage 3.
Well, it feels an honor to complete stage 1, because that's been a goal of mine since my first appearance. Looking at stage 2, it looks pretty difficult. The 2 obstacles I'm worried about are the sand ladder and the ball glider, but if I get past those, I think I might have a decent shot at stage 3.
Stage 1 was absolutely terrifying because I didn't think I would get through it, but I somehow did. I somehow got, I believe, my fastest time ever on this course. And, yeah, hopefully I can carry that momentum and dumb luck past stage 2, maybe in past stage 3.
To be honest, I didn't even want to clear it like more than 20 seconds left. I just wanted to beat the bloody stage. I mean, I failed it for the past 3 times. That obstacle 4 times, 3 of which being in a row, annoyingly. I feel like I've had the worst stuff on this course ever. But yeah, just glad to be back on it after I don't even know how many times.
Honestly, I feel really confident going into the stage 2, which is surprising given I failed stage 1 in the last tournament. But I feel like I've had enough time to get all these obstacles down. I've seen them, I failed them. And personally, against all odds, I like my chances here.
I'm very glad I was able to make up for my last stage 1 failure. It feels good to be back on stage 2. You know, 11 times I've been here. I've only beaten it twice before, so getting a 3rd stage 2 clear would be phenomenal. I would love to defeat this stage, so that's my goal right now.
Stage 1 was it was clean. It was pretty clean. You know, stage 2, I feel pretty good. It's mostly the ball glider. That first track has been going speedy for me, but other than that, I feel good. Just time limit worries me a little bit, but I feel I have a good chance at getting to stage 3.
Honestly, at this point in the run, last time I was super confident and ready to go for it. But this time, it's honestly fear, because I spoke to the gods earlier, and they told me that I was bound to fail stage 2 again eventually, and I think my luck is gonna run out, because I am petrified of all the pressure I've been putting on myself right now. Hopefully I can perform.
Stage 1 was really sketchy, but at the end of the day I was able to pull through. You know, kind of clutched up there at the end. And stage 2, I mean, it's the exact same as last time. I'm not going to take it any lighter or softer than I would any other tournament, because, you know, any tournament I get to stage 2 is good, but my goal is to be back on stage 3 and making a shot for the final stage.
It definitely feels good to beat stage 1. That's always my goal every tournament. Get through stage 1, get to stage 2, see what happens, and that's what did happen. Stage 2 though, you know, the thing behind me, the double balls I got behind me. I'm feeling 50-50 on stage 2. Honestly, usually I go into stage 2 feeling pretty confident, but I'm feeling a little 50-50 on the stage 2. I got a few obstacles in mind that I could slip up on, but you know, you could definitely see me on stage 3. So let's see what happens.
Well, let's get right down to business here with this record-setting field on stage 2. 12 remain, and the first to go is Chumpy. And again, just because he's the first competitor to go does not mean he does not have experience here, even though he has a poor record here on stage 2, just 1 of 8 in his first 8 bids, but hoping to pull it off here today. His first time taking on the beam flipper. In Tournament 13, the first obstacle was the wind chimes, in which it was the last tournament with the wind chimes before it was removed for this beast. But he is through with no problems, and now onto the salmon ladder. And he's going for the spring approach. Again, that seems like the popular play. If you have the spring jump to your arsenal, you pretty much know what's going to happen if you can just not get a very high and bad saved spring jump in which you tip the next zone with a short hop. But now Chumpy rolling on down, going, oh my goodness, no, Chumpy! I was so focused on the salmon ladder that he just jumped way too early on the transfer for the ball glider. And this obstacle, which he has struggled with in the past, has just taken out a very strong competitor. Again, Chumpy and the ball glider just continue to be a menace. But now Hunter appears to be taking Rog's spot on stage 2. That's unfortunate for... Okay, never mind. Hunter has taken the L for that one. Hunter was just trying to pump Rog off and then took his spot. So, in any event, Rog here for the 5th time on stage 2. He has never beaten it, and as we heard him say in the interview, he's hoping to beat the circle twist because that would be a personal best. And he is going down the other side of the beam flipper, a little interesting. So you can see stage 3 in the final in the background, I guess. But anyways, Rog taking his time here across the beam flipper, but he is on to that last one, getting another save jump, and he's going to get the skip and go for the dismount. And now for the salmon ladder. Oh no! He falls off the first bar. He misses the mount onto the salmon ladder. I would make fun of him, but I've done the same thing on his course. So I guess we are now officially even, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunate for Rog, but at least he got back to stage 2, and now someone taking on stage 2 for his first time, Cobra. He's been wanting to get here for so long. Let's see if it will be all worth it and he can punch his ticket to stage 3. Cobra moving relatively quick, a little reckless here on the beam flipper, but he is now onto that 3rd beam, and he is quickly through and taking a second to line up the salmon ladder. You almost wonder if he slowed down after watching what Rog did. But Cobra, new jumper, but he is still capable of spring jumping, although he is struggling mightily here, missing a bunch of springs. That is just chewing up clock. But he is through, takes another couple seconds at the top of the salmon ladder. He's done that now after 2 different obstacles. He's probably thrown away 3 or 4 seconds by doing that. But can he make this transfer? Yes, he can. He has passed where Chumpy went down, but now it's that second track, 15-degree angle. He is walking, keeping himself under control, going for that dismount, and he is there. 55 seconds as he's onto the circle twist. He's a little down on pace, so he's going to have to go fast on the last 4 obstacles. But he's looking good here on the circle twist, and he definitely made up some time there very fast. He's going right for Pandora's box. This is what he needs to do, and he sticks it beautifully. Look at the time he's made up in just 2 obstacles. Oh, but he misses a stair, just as I was complimenting him. But now, 30 seconds left. It's still going to be close. First things first. Land the island of the super launch. Cobra jumps late! Cobra, no, he is out on the super launch. He becomes the newest victim of this deceptively difficult obstacle. Cobra did a great job making up time on the circle twist and the Pandora's box, but it's all for naught if you can't land the island on the super launch. As you can see, if you jump late, it's so hard to steer yourself back to the platform. Really, the miss is to jump early, and then you can push forward and get yourself to the platform. But unfortunately, Cobra's first stage 2 effort has not resulted in a stage 3, but still a very impressive run. As we now have number 40, it is Tricky Cyrus. Back-to-back competitors making their first ever stage 2 efforts. Cyrus here for the first time in his 11th appearance. Well-deserved. He's really had some good runs on some other courses, and he finally put in enough hard work, and everything came together for him to clear stage 1. But it's taken a little bit of time here on the beams, but no problems. I don't know if he beat the Roblox version of that obstacle. Honestly, I could have looked that up before commentating this, but I didn't, so oops. But Cyrus is pretty good at Roblox too, so let's just say he did. But anyways, he's through the salmon ladder as well, and now he's on to the ball glider. With 80 seconds left, he's taking a long time getting this ball going. Again, time of the essence here. He's going for a wrangle. This is very dangerous. Oh my goodness, somehow he judged the distance beautifully, going for a wrangle that transfer, but now going for the dismount, and he touches the track. And he came up short anyway, but yep, touched the track. That is a second track failure. He tried to get the wrangle, but he fell too far back. And, the ball was just moving at such a rapid pace. Very difficult. But now we move on to number 41, Flameosaurus. Someone who wants some revenge right off of the bat. He failed the beam flipper 2 tournaments ago in his last effort at this stage. Obviously, it has been made easier, but Flame still really wants to get through this as he's on that second beam. These small jumps, there's no easy jumps on this obstacle. Every jump is a challenge, especially at the start of the stage, where you want to save up as much time as you can for the rest of the stage. Flame did not go for his crazy skip at the end of that third beam that took him out last time. Flame has beaten the beam flipper. He's onto the salmon ladder, getting beautiful springs. And if you're going to do the springs, that's how you want to do it. Fast and effective. 82 seconds. Flame is on to the ball glider. He failed this obstacle in Tournament 2. He's not failed it since, but he's watched 2 very good challengers already fail this obstacle today. But Flame makes that transfer, and now rolling on down the second track. Flame, no wrangle, going for the dismount, and he is good. 59 seconds, he's a little bit ahead of Cobra. Again, I never thought I'd say that about Flame, but maybe he's turned a new leaf where he's now a fast jumper. But anyways, Flame took a second there. He has gotten by the circle twist that took him out in Tournament 12. He's now going for his first effort at Pandora's Box. He is there. This is the last new obstacle he's ever attempted on Stage 2. He will now have 2 obstacles he's beaten before. He's now on to the super launch with 30 seconds left. Flame going for it, going for the island. Oh, he bounces off the front. Flame, he had time too, but he's just not been able to execute on that ejection from the mongoose, and he is out on the super launch. As we can see here, he jumps early, which I recommend, but he just didn't push far enough forward. I think he was worried he was going to overshoot it, but unfortunately he just didn't push enough forward, and he just comes painfully short. And that is it for his day. As we move on to number 42, Strafe Helix. Crazy to think this is his first time here since Tournament 5. The last time he was here, he actually beat the first obstacle, jumped off the mongoose off the side of the platform, and didn't even get to attempt the wall climb. But thankfully the wall climb not here. Strafe hoping to beat the third obstacle, the ball glider, for a personal best here today. But I think Strafe is more than capable of beating this stage 2. We will see how he does as he gets a skip. Very nice. I think that was the skip Flame wanted back in Tournament 14. So Strafe doing it right after Flame is kind of funny. But now he's getting these springs beautifully up the salmon ladder. And now he is going for the ball glider. This is all that stands between him and a personal best. He failed the very end of the ball glider in Tournament 2, and that actually was a second place run, so obviously that would not be a second place today. With the success we've already seen from a couple challengers and a lot of competitors to go, Strafe rolling down, going for the dismount, and he just hangs onto the ball, and it is a personal best for Strafe, and he's got the best time yet to the circle twist. 57 seconds as he jumps onto the second circle. Oh, a save jump, but he is okay. Definitely burning up some of the time he saved on this obstacle, but he is hanging in there and gets on through. 43 seconds. Strafe taking a second before going for Pandora's Box, and he just completely clips the side of the wall. Oh, so unfortunate there. Strafe had a really good run going, but as we can see, he didn't angle himself very well. He jumped too far left, clipped the side of the wall, and just got pushed very sadly off to the side. Just no real chance for him to save that one. But we are halfway through stage 2, and we still do not have anyone into the third stage, as we now have Weapon Matt pumping up Sonic Fan with his Sentinel Beam. Sonic Fan here for the 4th time, hoping to, just like Strafe. Strafe was also here for the 4th time in Stage 2. They've both had very different routes to get to their 4th Stage 2 appearance. But anyway, Sonic Fan off for his 2 minutes between him and a trip to the 3rd stage. He gets a skip early. Oh my goodness. Sonic Fan is not messing around with this time. He is trying to save as much time as he can with this beam flipper. And now he's on that 3rd beam. And he is through the beam flipper in about 19 seconds. That's pretty good pace. Again, about 20 to 25 seconds would be considered good. So 19 seconds is really good, but he just missed a spring on the salmon ladder, but now he's making his way up and to the top. For the final jump, and now he's on the... Oh, he's not onto the ball, but he gets a good push to get the ball going. Will this hurt him, though? The ball's rolling maybe faster than he would have liked. Sonic goes to the transfer, and he is onto the 2nd ball. And now, 15-degree angle. Can he handle it? Yet again, Sonic Fan goes for it, and yes, for the 4th time, he is through 3 obstacles on the stage, and he's now onto the circle twist, which took him out in Tournament 12. He's failed each of the next 3 obstacles before. Sonic, though, hoping today is the day. He is moving nicely and gets through the circle twist with 48 seconds left. Now for Pandora's Box. It took him out in Tournament 14. Gets a beautiful jump on. No real danger there. And he is through. 38 seconds left. Now for the super launch. Took him out in Tournament 13. He's watched 2 competitors fail it already today. Sonic Fan going for it, and he lands the island, no problem. 26 seconds. Sonic Fan just needs to keep his head on straight, and he should be on to stage 3. 19 seconds left. He's not going at the fastest supermarket pace we've ever seen, but he's still okay as he's into the harder walls. 2 walls, 10 seconds. It's looking good. Sonic coming to the final corner, and he has done it. It took him a boatload of appearances, a boatload of tournaments, but for the first time, Sonic Fan 10193 is advancing to the 3rd stage of Irish Warrior. That is great to see. He really knocked on the door in really the last 2 tournaments, especially that he got here, tournament 13 and 14. And now he will get to celebrate with Snaz and Matt as he prepares himself for stage 3. And now we have someone who's been to stage 3 twice before. It is Smokey Massacre. He struggled initially with the 2nd stage on this course, failing at the first 4 appearances here, and then he cleared it on his 5th, and then he failed it 4 in a row, and then cleared it on his 5th. So it appears it is a multiple of 5s thing for Smokey, but maybe he will actually clear today and break that. Making his way now through the beam flipper and through that. Of course, he beat the beam flipper in tournament 14 when it was the harder version. Now his first time attempting the easier version. Again, a lot of competitors cleared in 14 and then failed in 15, it seems, but I guess that's just the way it goes. But he is through the salmon ladder and now onto the ball glider. This obstacle has been a bit of a nightmare for him in the past. He's failed it 3 times before. In tournaments 2, 7, and 10, Smokey keeping himself under control and getting the transfer. Still got a long way to go. He's got the 15-degree track going for a wrangle. He hates the wrangle, but you know what? If he needs to do it, he will, and that's what he did. He's got 58 seconds, and he's onto the circle twist. And now speeding his way along. Like I said, this obstacle not been super difficult lately in recent tournaments, but it's been a little bit more of a time waster. But Smokey moving efficiently and through. 45 seconds left. And now for Pandora's Box. Smokey landing the ledge. Oh, gets a couple of save jumps. Nothing wrong with that. He got such a good landing on that first ledge. He almost got too good of a save jump, but he is okay. And now 30 seconds left. Smokey going for the super launch. He failed it in tournament 9 in shocking fashion, but not today. Oh my goodness. Crazy ejection. He went right for the platform. 18 seconds left. And Smokey speeding through. Again, the time is not the greatest we've ever seen. Yeah, he's really got to move. 10 seconds, 3 walls. Smokey, 2 walls to go. 5 seconds. He has made up some time. He definitely could have not cleared stage 2 there with a slow supermarket. But you know what? He pushed through, and I guess that's where experience can help. If you've done the supermarket before, you can really be efficient on that. And Smokey, he has broken the pattern that I talked about. He is on to stage 3 for the 3rd time in his career. And now, Joey Davis, his gamer tag is now Vase, and now he's off on stage 2 for the 9th time in a row. I think next time will be a very big run for him, hoping to get 10 stage 1 clears in a row. Matt's record is starting to become in jeopardy, but first things first, Joey hoping to get to stage 2 here, beat stage 2 today, as he's now making his way up the salmon ladder. He is not a spring jumper, so he has to do this the traditional way, but he gets up that. Again, he failed the salmon ladder in tournament 14, was the only competitor to fail the salmon ladder before today, and then Rago joined that elite club as he goes to the transfer here on the ball glider. He gets that. Joey, very strange. He was like crouching the whole way on the flat portion of the second track, but then good control there, getting off, and now he's on to the circle twist. He's got a lot of time left. He's well ahead of really anyone's pace so far. A minute left through the ball glider is usually pretty good. He's at that basically through the circle twist. He's going right for the left side of Pandora's box, getting a few save jumps. He's got so much time though, like it doesn't really affect him that much. And now 45 seconds left, and Joey now making his way on to the super launch. This has been very difficult today. Can Joey land it? He jumped early and guided himself to the platform, no problems. And now Joey with 30 seconds left. He's now just got these walls between him and another trip to stage 3. 20 seconds left as he's into the harder section. Yeah, Joey really being cautious here, but he doesn't want to throw it all away here. And that is totally understandable. And Joey Davis, 10.72 seconds left. He has beaten the Claxon. Not quite his 28-second clear, in which he really made a statement in Tournament 9, but still a really good time. On a very difficult Stage 2, Joey has returned to Stage 3 for the 6th time in his career, if I am not mistaken. And, yep, that is now 3 competitors onto Stage 3, as we now have number 48, Patrol Fam 4, just kind of staring blankly into the eyes of Snoz. Petrillo joining the elite club of 10 Stage 1 clears. It is just him, Matt, Smokey, and Hunter in that club. So a very big accomplishment for Petrillo, especially considering he didn't really start out on this course that well. Recently, though, he's been so good as he's through the beam flipper, now onto the salmon ladder. He is not a spring jumper either, so he's going normal. Look at how fast he's doing this. Very impressive, going for that bigger last jump, and he is there. Oh, wait a minute. He thought he was needing one more jump, but he didn't really count that out very well. But in any event, he is onto the ball glider. And with 80 seconds left, he is rolling on down. And going for the transfer. And he is there. 71 seconds left. Took a little bit of time getting it onto that second track. Once it gets there, it just takes off. And Pedro going for a wrangle. The ball was kind of in midair, but he is good. 61 seconds. He goes down that other side of the circle twist. Again, it's been interesting to see what sides our competitors have been taking. Petrillo going down that left side on this obstacle, and then he goes right usually on Pandora's box. That's what he's doing again today. He gets a couple of safe jumps. Again, quite a few competitors getting the 3 jumps on it. Oh, he sticks the pole, makes that dismount a little harder, but that's okay. He can still make pole, and he is good. 33 seconds left. Petrillo going for the super launch. Can he land the island? Yes, sir. Dead center. Very well done. 24 seconds left. Not the most time in the world, but still should be good if he can just keep moving with efficiency. Of course, we recall when he got to the final stage, he cleared this stage with just 0.02 of a second left. I don't think it will be that close today as Petrillo clears with 4.64 seconds left. 0.02 sounds like a Hunter time, I guess that's why I was thinking of him. But Petrillo Fam 4 ignores the commentator snafu and advances to stage 3 for the 7th time in a row, just extending his record that he set in the last tournament. Very well done. It truly just appears that there's nothing on the first 2 stages that can stop him at this point, and that's just something that the course designer, myself, just has to put up with. But in any event, we are on to number 49, Weapon Matt. First time in a really long time he has not been the last runner on stage 2 when he is here. But Matt is off on this venture, hoping to get to stage 3 for a 12th time. It's just unthinkable to say. 12 times, potentially, if he can clear this. As he's moving nicely through the beam flipper. A little slower than some of our other competitors, but still a reasonable pace in about 23 seconds. Of course, Matt beat the stage with an incredible amount of time left in the last tournament. Like 12 seconds left. But he's taking it maybe a little slower today, it appears. I mean, that's what he did on stage 1 as well. He only cleared with 5 seconds left, one of the slowest times. And Matt definitely a little bit more of a pedestrian pace here as he's going for the transfer and gets it on the ball glider. But now, the second track, and getting the wrangle and getting off of it. He has beaten the obstacle that took him out in tournament 1 yet again. I'm sure he just loves that I mention that every freaking tournament. Anyways, he's on the circle twist. He's a little bit indecisive on techniques, though. He is burning some time. 50 seconds left. Matt is through, though. 46 as he's going down, stopping before Pandora's box. Oh, he gets a big push off the wall, but he sticks the ledge. Nicely done. And now Matt is through, and he's on to the super launch. This took him out in tournament 13. And he's seen 2 of his fellow Stage 2 comrades fail this today, as well as his Buckaroo Flame. But he is through. And Matt, with 22 seconds left, this is actually going to be close. It still should be makeable unless he gets hung up. But Matt just needs to keep moving as he's around the 4th wall with 13 seconds left. He's coming to the 6th wall as he starts hearing the klaxon. 2 walls, 7 seconds. This could be close. Matt needs to just not make a mistake here on the last wall, and he hasn't. And he gets through with a very interesting time. One of his slower stage 2 clear times, if not the slowest. 2.28 seconds left. But it doesn't matter how much time is left. As long as that clock doesn't say 0, you are on to the next stage. And Matt is through. And he becomes the 5th clear of stage 2 in this tournament, which matches the record from last time. And Fireball can set a new record if he can clear, as he's got Hunter on the starting platform. Very interestingly, he is lasering up the top of the tower. Now lasering at Fireball, lasering at Sport. Oh, and now he's lasering at the final jump of stage 1, trying to just like... Oh, and now he's jumping towards the final jump of stage 1 to try and just make it feel sorry for him for making Hunter not return to stage 2 this time around. But I digress. Fireball focused on his run here. Hunter was a really good influence on Fireball in the last tournament. He was really there for Fireball in every step of the way during his run. And Hunter hoping to be here again, hoping to will Fireball back to stage 3 for the 2nd tournament in a row as he's through the beam flipper. Oh my, he almost overshot that first bar of the salmon ladder, but he recovered very nicely, makes his way to the top, and with no issues, he is on to the ball glider. 85 seconds left, very good pace for the first 2 obstacles. But now taking it very slow and cautious. That is totally fine. This is a difficult obstacle, so just got to get through this by any means necessary as he makes the transfer. But now it's that 2nd track, and this thing will take off on you. Fireball gets the wrangle, gets off. 60 seconds as he's into the circle twist. Fireball takes a second before transferring to the 2nd circle. And he's doing the same for this higher jump to the 3rd. Bit of a weird jump there from the 4:30 peg to the 3 o'clock peg, but he is okay. Now 42 seconds left as he's going for Pandora's box. He sticks a ledge, but time has definitely gotten away from him here a little bit. 34 seconds left. This is about as slow of a pace as we've seen to this point. 30 seconds. Fireball is going to need to land this jump and then go very fast on the last obstacle. First things first, he lands the island, if not barely, but 20 seconds. This is going to be close. Fireball's got to move. He's good at going fast. Can he go fast when it matters most here at the end of stage 2? 10 seconds for 3 final walls. He's moving great. 2 walls to go. 6 seconds left. Coming to the final wall. Getting around the corner. Getting to the buzzer. And your eyes are not wrong, folks. Fireball has just beaten the stage with only 1.8 seconds left. And then he tried to celebrate with Hunter and just fell in the little crack that I didn't think anyone would ever possibly fall in between the ending platform and the supermarket. But in any event, Fireball is still through, and he has set a new Stage 2 clear record for the second tournament in a row. Look at those clear times, though. Joey was the only competitor to beat this stage with more than 5 seconds left. Time went very difficult, but our competitors still able to get through, and we saw fails across the board, half of our field wiped by Stage 2. But now our remaining 6 move on to the third stage, all beginning yet again with the discus throw. 6 discuses. You got to jump your way up the first 4, and then the big drop down to the 5th. You need a very precise jump to land that 5th one, jump up to the 6th, and then you're onto the precision pyramid. 7 poles, same as it has been since tournament 5. And once you get through that, you're onto the doorknob grasper. Land on that first doorknob, knock the wall down, or it just disappears, I digress. And then you got 9 doorknobs you gotta get your way across. Very thin jumps. Once you get through that, you are on to the Giga Cliffhanger. The dimensions of all the jumps are the same. You got the big lateral jump and the upward jump, big drop down to the thicker ledge, and then you got to jump up to the 5th ledge. The difficulty nerf of this obstacle is with these wrap jumps. The walls have been shifted very slightly to make it easier to get around the corner, more room for error on those corner ramps. So hopefully we will see more competitors nail those corner ramps with no real issues. But then you got the 2 lateral jumps, the 2 upward jumps, which took out Hunter and Matt in the last tournament, the crazy jump down, and then that final corner ramp, which has taken out Petrillo twice now. But if you can make that corner ramp, you will join Fireball in the club of beating the 13 ledges from hell. And then you got 3 obstacles to go, beginning with the undefeated castle wall. Fireball came off very early on this, 8 perfect crouches, and get to the top, and then you go right onto the pipe bombs. 5 pipe bombs, the jumps get progressively harder, and then you get to the green bar of safety, and then you got the flying bar. 5 bars, you gotta nail very precise jumps from bar to bar, and make that final dismount onto the platform, and if you can get there, you're gonna be climbing for total victory on the final stage.
Honestly, I'm just super happy to be at this stage 3, especially given it took me 14 different tries to actually get here. It's nice to finally have that blood, sweat, and tears and multiple long conversations of how bad I am at this course with Pedro to actually get here. But now that I'm here, I just honestly want to see how far I can get, which probably won't be very far, but let's have some fun with it, and hopefully I can put on a show.
It's always a great feeling when I can get by stage 2. I mean, it's a very pressure-filled stage for me. A lot of speed and a lot of precision, but I was happy that this time I was able to get by it. Not a lot of time left, but hey, I'm here on stage 3. Now I have as much time as I need to get as far as I can, so I'm going to give it my best shot, and hopefully I can improve over the last time I was on stage 3.
Stage 2, it felt pretty good, pretty speedy once again, but you know, that Super Bowl, man, Aaron Donald should have been the MVP, right? Not Cooper Kupp, he played good, but not as good as Aaron Donald. You know, the Bengals, wasn't expecting them to win because, you know, they suck. They got Joe Burrow. And, yeah, I'm glad the Rams won, and, oh yeah, I think I can beat stage 3.
Yeah, did not think I was going to beat stage 2, but to get through it, I think it kind of lifted a bit of my superstition belief in that things are meant to happen for a reason. But it's either I beat the cliffhanger or bust now. Because I would be so heartbroken if I failed it again, but after seeing Fireball do it, I think I know what I need to do. I've done all my research. I know I can do it. I just need to execute. And hopefully I can do that. And if I do, you might see a pretty big reaction out of me because I've been waiting so long and tried so hard to get through this. So wish me luck.
Stage 2 is fairly similar to stage 1. You know, I was going slow, but I knew what I needed to do. I was just making sure that I could get to this point, get to stage 3. And I mean, the goal at the end of the day is to do better than I did last tournament. Like I've been saying, you know, I failed the corner jump, failed the upward jump. Now if I get one jump further, an obstacle further, beat the stage, I'll be happy. But I mean, a 12th stage 3, that's unthinkable. So it's a good tournament, no matter what happens here.
Going into stage 2, I definitely was more nervous than the run looked, I would say. I wasn't expecting for my run to go that clean. I definitely was expecting a hiccup or two maybe on an obstacle, but stage 2 was a breeze, and now to get to stage 3, the two obstacles behind me, the cliffhanger and the wall of death, are definitely the two obstacles on my mind. If I get the cliffhanger, I'm happy. I can definitely beat the cliffhanger, but the obstacle after the cliffhanger is my goal for this tournament. So we'll see what happens.
Well, here we go. The biggest stage 3 field we've ever had. 6 remain. First of them is Sonic Fan 10193. As we heard, he's so excited for this opportunity. Savor every moment. We'll see what happens. I mean, Sonic has had some very good stage 3 runs on other courses. It's not like this is his first rodeo on stage 3's period. He's a proven stage 3 competitor on other courses. But first things first, it's a discus throw. He's made his way up, going for the big drop. He gets a nice, clean save jump, gets the vertical jump, and he is through his first obstacle on the third stage. 6 to go. Next up is the precision pyramid. And he shoots at the very large crowd gathered. He's got Petrillo, Matt, Flame, and Snoz there gathered, and he has taken his full 30 seconds of rest. Oh my goodness, he did all that showboating and he almost missed the first jump. Oh, what in the world? He's doing spins on the precision pyramid? Okay. Is he really gonna spin every one of these? Oh, he almost walked off the second pole. I said all that about, oh, he's a proven stage 3 guy, and then he's doing all this clowning nonsense. What in the world is he? Oh, okay. Sonic Fan, really, this is not his finest hour as a competitor. Hard to really take him serious as a threat at this point, but I digress. He's doing some... this is just very disappointing, but I think he's just doing it as a way to relax himself, I guess. I don't know, I can't really explain it. But he is through. He is through 2 obstacles. Thank God the precision pyramid is over. That was really a moment where I needed Swan to just like cuss him out in commentary. I should have just called him up and had him commentate this run. But I digress. He is on to the doorknob grasper. He sticks that first doorknob. And whoa, what is he doing? Oh my God, he's going for full sprints. He is skipping doorknobs. He used every other doorknob and he got through that obstacle in an absolute flash. I guess that kind of makes up for his spinning nonsense, but now he's on to the Giga Cliffhanger. He's setting up, he is shooting that first ledge, and now setting up, going for the jump to the second ledge, and he immediately comes off. He's missed the first transfer of the Cliffhanger. I take back what I said. That was just not the best stage 3 run we've ever seen, and it appears all the greatness he put with the doorknob grasp were just wiped out on one Cliffhanger jump. But as we saw, he barely made the jump onto the precision pyramid and was just spinning around, just trying to make himself dizzy or something stupid. I don't really know. But then this was a great technique on the doorknob grasper that he found, going for full skips, full sprints to get through that obstacle. And things were looking good. He got onto the Cliffhanger, but then on this first transfer, it is a big jump. He jumped maybe a little early and didn't crouch really in time to land the ledge. Both of those factors resulted in him coming up short and not making it onto the second ledge. Every jump is difficult with that Cliffhanger, even though they look easy. Any jump can take you out, and that is what happened to Sonic. But now we move on to Smokey Massacre here for the 3rd time on Stage 3. Last time here in Tournament 14, he failed to drop down on the Giga Cliffhanger. That jump has been made easier. And now Smokey setting off on the discus throw. Going for that drop down. He gets a terrible save! Oh my God! Smokey out on the discus throw. Incredible. I was just about to talk about how Smokey's a proven Stage 3 competitor. He's beaten so many Stage 3s before. I don't know if he's ever failed the first obstacle of Stage 3. But that's what's just happened. He goes with the drop down quickly. He lands very low, gets a save jump, and almost gets pushed backwards. And Smokey, just an absolute flash, an instant. His tournament ends so much earlier than I would have expected. He fell so low. He tried to get the save jump, but he just almost was jumping towards the pole. I just don't think he was going to be able to recover that. just with the save jump that he had. Really disappointing, but again, Smokey getting to stage 3. Man, it's got to be a weird tournament for him. Getting to stage 3 is always nice, but he wanted so much more out of that stage 3 run, I'm sure. But now we move on to number 46, Vaza. He knows what that's like. He's failed this obstacle in tournament 10. He gets a huge save jump. Oh my god. What is going on with the discus throw today? Out of nowhere, we just watched Smokey fail it, and Joey almost failed it, but he is through. We just watched him shoot at the discus throw. He just loves that obstacle. So, yeah. But Joey now making his way through the precision pyramid. Almost overshot that 4th pole, but now is taking the journey down. He's gonna steal the spin, I'm sure. What a surprise. Kind of ruining the weapon match spin more and more with each tournament. A bit of a tough scene, but now he's getting these jumps on the doorknob grasper, doing it the traditional way, getting to the 8th, the 9th, and he dismounts, and he is going right for the Giga Cliffhanger, going for the jump. Sonic failed. He's made that, no problem. Going on up, he failed that jump. In tournament 12, going for the downward jump, he lands that small ledge that I was trying to talk about with Smokey. But now he's onto the corner wrap. This took him out last time, but it has been made easier. Joey taking his time getting his way around. He's going for almost like a crouch jump, but he is good. Very small jump, but that's what's needed. He got around, and he is onto that second ledge on the second face. And now he's got this slightly bigger lateral jump, and he has gotten the save jump, and he is on. Now he's got the 2 upward jumps. Very difficult part of this obstacle. He gets the first one. And now setting up the back of the ledge. About to go for the second one. Oh, he almost had it, and it looked like he barely got bumped off. It almost looked like he walked off, to be quite honest with you, but Joey Davis out on the very difficult second upward jump. And again, he's not the first victim of this. He watched Matt and Hunter fail this exact jump in the last tournament. Joey set up for it very nicely. Didn't rush it really, but when he jumped, let's see, he crouches, and he looks like he maybe crouched a little bit late. Just couldn't quite match the height and the distance. And just such a close call there for Joey. But unfortunately, it's the cliffhanger. He's now failed the cliffhanger on this course 4 separate occasions, and he's never beaten. Now, Pedro's got quite the crowd here, shooting at him and stuff. He's got Chumpy, giving him a couple backslaps before he takes on the 3rd stage for the 7th time in a row. And Petrillo is off. He is so hungry to beat the Giga Cliffhanger, but he's still got some tough obstacles in his way. Another scary save jump on the discus throw. This discus throw is just... it's the same as it has been, but it's just been given new life all of a sudden. It's just competitors are just making it terrifying. But now the precision pyramid, an obstacle Patrol has never really had an issue with. As he's jumping his way down. I haven't pointed out the new little cliffhanger replica that competitors can use to practice. But yeah, he jumped past that. And interestingly, no wall there. That appears to be an obstacle malfunction. But Petrilla being a nice guy, being upholding the rules, not going for any skips, using that first doorknob, which I do appreciate. Petrilla is such a class competitor as he makes his way past the doorknob grasper. Trying to further distance himself from that fail in tournament 14. And now he gets that first lateral jump going up to the 3rd, going down to the 4th ledge. Petrillo, he gets a save jump, going up to the 5th. Nicely done. Now for the first corner. This is what he failed in tournament 12. He's good. Petrillo now going for the 2 lateral jumps. You watched Joey do this earlier. Joey set the benchmark so far. He wants to get back to at least that jump that he's failed twice. That last corner. He's made the 2nd lateral jump. First upward jump. He's good. And now he just watched Joey fail this exact jump. Oh my goodness, he's about to go for it and he balked on it. He's now setting up again. Goes for it. He's gotten it. He got a great jump there. He's at the very back of that ledge, and now he is gotten the drop down, going for the crazy jump, and he is there. And now this is it. He's here again. 1 jump away from beating the Giga Cliffhanger. It's the final corner. Can he land it? He goes for it. He gets it beautifully. Petrillo Fam 4 is through the Giga Cliffhanger. His 4th time of asking, and he has finally done it. And he's finally back to the back half of the 3rd stage. It's been a long time coming. The last time he beat the Cliffhanger was Tournament 11. And in that tournament, he got to the final. So we'll see what happens here. Petrillo now onto the castle wall. He gets the perfect crouch onto the 2nd peg. Again, Petrillo does not spring, so it's all perfect crouches. He gets the 3rd. This is the best run we've seen in this era now. He has gotten past Fireball in the last tournament. And he's on that 4th peg. Again, the rule with this obstacle is that you cannot reset. Oh my goodness, he missed the 5th peg, fell down to the 3rd. That is perfectly fine. Petrillo on that 4th peg again, going for this jump again. He's good. Petrillo onto that 5th peg. He's doing a really good job taking his time, staying in the moment. He knows he's capable of getting through this, getting through to the pipe bombs. He's got 1 jump left, and he's gotten it. He's up top. He's onto the little resting top of the wall thing. It's not really a resting platform, which is why these 2 obstacles are classified as back-to-back. But anyways, he is on to the pipe bombs. He's going for a stick each corner technique, a bit interesting. So he's trying to stick the corner at the bottom left and then going for the top left. A bit interesting, not trying to stick and then walk his way around. But again, you don't want to do anything stupid at this point. Petrillo just taking full precautions at this point. As he is on to the 4th pipe bomb, saving his way around. Each jump gets bigger and bigger. This is a big jump here to the 5th. And he's there, saves that. Makes his way around. And now he's got the jump to the green bar of safety. And oh my goodness, he gets a save jump, a 2nd one, and he needed him. He almost overshot. But Petrillo is on to the last obstacle, the flying bar. A couple different ways to do this. We'll see what technique Petrillo goes for. You can either take them one at a time or go for speed. Try and connect them all in a row. Petrillo, he is going for speed, it appears. Petrillo making his way quickly down on the verge of the final stage, going for the 5th bar, and he's overshot it! Petrillo has blown it! He's come 2 jumps short of the final! Petrillo Fam 4! I don't believe it. It's the flying bar that's ended his tournament. In the final stage, a return trip will have to wait. As good of a run as you could ever hope for without beating the stage. He finally beat the Cliffhanger. He became the first competitor up the castle wall. He almost screwed up this final jump of the pipe bombs. But he was able to somehow stick the green bar of safety with a couple of save jumps. And it was looking like this was going to be Petrillo's day. But on this flying bar, you really got to be consistent with your speed. They're tricky jumps. You got to nail the distance perfectly. And as we can see here, he almost overshot that third pole. And then jumping from 4 to 5, you could see his thrusters kick in. He didn't cut his sprint. And he just flew right over that 5th cradle. And had he made that, he would have gone right for the dismount and probably would have been on the final stage. But instead, just the slimmest of margins between Petrillo and the final stage. And Petrillo undone right at the finish line on the flying bar.
No! Oh. He got a full sprint.
Such a heartbreaker for Petrillo. You could just hear him slightly moaning, basically, just going, oh my god, he can't believe it. I can't believe it. Our competitors that were there can't believe it, but we do have to move on to Weapon Matt number 49. This is a rare occurrence. Matt running stage 3, not as the last competitor. Oh my goodness, another close save on the discus throw. But Matt is through. I actually got to think about this. I think this is actually the first time Matt has ever ran stage 3 where he's not the last competitor. It is, yeah, because in Tournament 2, he was the only one. Tournament 4, he was the only one. And in Tournament 3, he was the last of 2. And he's been the last runner in every tournament from 5 to... This is an incredible moment. 12 stage 3s, his first time not being the last stage 3 runner. Just thought about that right now as Matt is almost through 2 obstacles. No spin today at the end of the precision pyramid. A bit interesting. Maybe he means business. Maybe he's sick and tired of Joey doing it, and so he just wants Joey to look lame. I really don't know. But anyways, he's making his way across these doorknobs halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9. Going for the dismount. He is good. And Matt now on to the Giga Cliffhanger. He doesn't want to pull Sonic Fan here, and he hasn't. And now going up. He's not pulled a Joey Tournament 12. He doesn't want to pull a Smokey Tournament 14. He's good. All right, I could go on all day with all these competitors that have failed this, but now he's on to the first corner. He gets a spring, even with this jump being made easier, but that's fine. He is around, and he is good. He's trying to join Fireball in last tournament, and Petrillo just minutes ago beating this Giga Cliffhanger as he gets the jump from 2 to 3 on this second face, and now the first upward jump. This is the jump that took him out last time. He springs it. Very interesting. Last tournament, he went for the very high crouch, and he took the spring. I think he might have learned from Fireball in the last tournament by going for the spring there as he gets the drop down, going for the crazy jump. He is good. And now, 1 jump to go on this obstacle. Oh, whoa! I wonder if he was trying to set himself up for a spring there. He goes for it anyway, and he is there. Weird little double jump thing. He almost knocked himself off of that second last ledge. But Matt has become the 3rd competitor to ever defeat the Giga Cliffhanger. And very well done. After 2 fails on it in a row, he is back to the back half of stage 3. And he is onto the castle wall. Fireball failed it last time. Petrillo just beat it. And Matt looks like he is going to go for springs. He's going for the opposite technique of Petrillo. He gets a second spring. He's onto the 3rd. He's done better than Fireball last time. And now I'm going for the 4th. He is there. And oh no! A short hop, and it's cost him! Matt, it's definitely an obstacle you can make recoveries on. We watched Petrillo do it earlier on that exact jump. But Matt, just in a flash, blows it on this jump to the 5th peg. He was springing it, but unfortunately he gets a short hop and just jumps right between the 5th peg and landing on the 3rd peg. Just the perfectly bad jump to just not have any hope of recovering it. If he had maybe bonked his head there on that 5th peg, he could have made an incredible recovery somewhere, but unfortunately it just wasn't meant to be, and Matt is out on this very difficult obstacle. And just like that, we have 1 competitor left in the Fireball ZXZ. Again, just to think about the journey he had to get to this point. He was the last, man, it's crazy. He got 1st place in the last tournament, failing the castle wall, and he wore number 32. And he is the 1st competitor to go on stage 3. And now he is the last man standing in this tournament, and all hopes rest on him. First things first, the discus throw. It's been so difficult. Fireball gets a save jump. Very nice. That is pretty smooth in the grand scheme. And Fireball is onto the precision pyramid. Fireball there with Hunter yet again. Hunter was pretty much his good luck charm in the last tournament, hoping to be that way again. And oh, he's going quickly. He landed that 4th peg going right for these kind of crouch frog jumpy things and gets on through the downward jumps, and he's onto the doorknob grasper. Fireball showing his usual speed. He really didn't show a whole lot of this speed that he shows on stage 3 on stage 2 because he cleared with less than 2 seconds left, but I digress. Fireball through 3 obstacles. He's now onto the Giga Cliffhanger. The obstacle that gave him this number 50 position by becoming the 1st competitor to beat it in the last tournament. He's going for the big drop down. He sticks it. Going up to the 5th. He's there. And now, 1st corner. These corners have been made easier. Gets a spring, and he's good. And now, Fireball going for the 1st lateral jump. Nicely stuck. And now going for the 2nd lateral jump. He is good. Fireball. He's gonna go for this triple jump again. 1, 2, 3. He pulls it off to perfection. If he screws up any of those springs, he's in the water, and instead he is still alive. So impressive. Fireball makes the drop down, goes to the shot and jump, and it's worked out for him. He's gotten a couple save jumps, nothing wrong with that. Stick that ledge, now going for that final corner, no spring, but he is good. I wonder if he wanted to spring, but in any event, he is around, and he has beaten the Giga Cliffhanger 2 tournaments on the bounce. Fireball now back to the scene of the crime from last tournament, and he just watched Matt fail this obstacle. But he watched Petrillo beat it, so he knows it can be done. Fireball just sizing it up. 49 other eyes, 49 other hopes, all are down to Fireball. And he has made the jump that took him out last time. But now, he's made the jump to the 4th. This is the jump that Matt failed, Petrillo almost failed. He's made it very smooth. Fireball's in a really good rhythm. If you recall, last tournament, he got the perfect crouch from 1 to 2, went for the spring and messed up doing that. So interesting, he's doing the technique that took him out last time, but it has worked. He's the 2nd competitor up the castle wall and onto the pipe bombs. He stuck that first one. Not gonna go for the top of each peg. He's gonna stay at the back of each pipe bomb. Makes each jump a little bit trickier as far as distance, but he's hanging in there, sticking each one and going. Fireball onto that 4th one. Sticks that, now this biggest jump to the 5th. He gets a save jump, still trying to short hop, stick each one, and much cleaner to the green bar safety. He's onto the flying bar. He just watched Petrillo fail this. Fireball going for speed. He's to the 3rd. He's to the 4th. Oh, he turns around. He's out. Fireball is out also on the flying bar, and the tournament ends in unbelievable fashion. Fireball becomes the 2nd competitor to get to the flying bar today, and it was the same jump that was difficult for Petrillo. It also took out Fireball. It's a joint first place for those two. They both failed to transfer from 4 to 5. He was in a really good rhythm on those free moving bars. As he jumps for the 4th, though, we can see the bar get knocked forward. He landed too far back, and because of that, it cut his sprint out, and he couldn't get the distance from 4 to 5. That is hugely disappointing. It's the opposite of Petrillo, in which he wanted a sprint. He could not get one, and he is out in shocking fashion.
I didn't get a sprint. I can't believe it.
Where did he fail?
I don't even.
Oh my god. The
I
final
don't
obstacle?
want to.
On my birthday, bro? How are we gonna do myself like that?
I don't
Which jump did you fail?
I don't want to put you off. But I completely wasn't looking where I was going, and so I thought I was about to miss you clearing.
Did you fail the final jump?
Well, you wanted a show. You got a show.
Oh, so unfortunate. We've seen great progress today. New clear records on stage 1 and 2, but 2 competitors coming off on the final obstacle, stage 3. Just goes to show any jump on stage 3 can take a competitor out. We are closer than ever to getting to the new Era 3 final stage. Maybe it'll happen in Tournament 17. Thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Irish Warrior.